Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. And in this video, let's do a full overview and breakdown of the newest Ghost video game called Ministry Decision Duel. We just made a video breaking down chapter 24, which featured Marika and the ghost of young sister engaged in a game of rock, paper, scissors. That's pretty much the gist of this entire video game. It's a browser-based game that is meant to look like an old 8-bit or 16-bit game, and it matches perfectly with the old retro style of the lyric video for the cover of It's a Sin. We, the player, are challenging 5 members of the clergy to a game of chance, since it seems all the decision-making has reached a stalemate in the ministry. Along with the pixelated visuals, we also get 2 tracks that could play during your time. And both are done in that 8-bit style, with those being Lacrima and It's a Sin. So it's really cool to hear these exclusive versions of them during the gameplay. Alright, but now let's dive into full spoilers, revealing everything that each character says, including what happens once you defeat all 5 members. If you'd rather complete this game by yourselves first, then by all means return to this video at a later time. I will leave the direct link to the game in the pinned comment below. I will give you a helpful hint. Maybe think of going with the one that would have beaten you in the last turn. That's all I'll say. So once you hit start, we get some introduction text stating, "The clergy is in a deadlock. The leadership of the ministry is trapped in a vicious stalemate, but decisions need to be made. Help break the tie by battling the members in a daring game of chance. Welcome to Decision Duel." Alright, so the first clergy member we battle is Judith, who says, "Let me give you a good ministry welcome." Most importantly though, she also says, "I will not forget my mission," which is something that I also pointed out in my breakdown of chapter 24. If she's still some kind of undercover agent for the church, I can't wait for that to play out in future chapters, so let's see if that's the mission she's referring to. If you lose to Judith, she says, "A lowly intern has bested you? But if you win, you get, 'I see the ministry has trained you well. Go on then.'" Next we battle Mrs. Saltarian, who says, "Let's see if you can follow the rules of the clergy. Here's a trick I learned from the old circus world." Of course, that is in reference to the fact that we have met her during the Sister Imperator comics in the European circus that young sister joined. If you lose, she says, "That was easy work." And if you win, she says, "Well, I'm not the boss around here, so let's see how you fare in the next round." So you would move on to her husband, Mr. Saltarian. He says, "I suppose I can make time for a duel. Let's proceed." "Alright, show me what you got." If you lose, he says, "Ah, how I do enjoy the simple and fleeting pleasures of victory." And if you win, he says, "Hooray for you! You won a silly and insignificant game. I have better things to do." Now we are down to the last 2, with the young version of Sister saying, "You'd like to challenge me? How endearing. Do your best, child." If you lose, she says, "I tried to warn you not to trifle with me. Now off you go." And if you win, she says, "Well, that surely was a fluke." And last but not least, you challenge Frater, the head poncho himself. He says, "Let me remind you that I'm in charge around here. Give me your best shot." So if you lose, he says, "Ha, I did it. Yes, you lose." And if you finally win, he says, "Well, I let you win that one. Have to give congregation members a bit of hope to build morale." So after we best all 5 members, we get this final piece of text letting us know that thanks to our amazing rock, paper, scissors skills, the decision-making stalemate around the ministry is over. Thanks to your help, operations are flowing at the ministry once again. How long will this last? No one will know. We get a last little congratulations message, and the ability unlocks to be able to play the game now endlessly if you so please. But that, as they say, is that. Of course, at the end of the day, this wasn't anything revolutionary, but I still love that Ghost continues to have these type of out-of-the-box and quirky surprises for us every so often. Just in the past few days, we've gotten a new chapter, the official streaming debut of a past cover along with the lyric video, and capping it all with this fun little browser game. Out of everything we've gotten the last few days, I would love to know what your favorite element was. Let us know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all of our upcoming videos. And for more on Ghost, take a look at the rest of the channel, because if you have Ghost, you have everything.